Signs that your dog is about to give birth. Number 1. Sudden drop in body temperature. When you reach the final week of pregnancy, it's a good idea to make daily recordings of your dog's rectal temperature. Under normal conditions, your dog's temperature should be 100 to 101 degrees Fahrenheit. Things change when labor's about to begin though. Just before labor, your dog's temperature will drop down to around 97 degrees. The only problem is, this could happen several times throughout your dog's pregnancy. You'll know that it's an indicator of labor when the temperature remains low for 2 consecutive daily readings. Once you see that second reading of about 97 degrees, you're less than 24 hours from labor. As far as signs of labor go, this is one of the most accurate. Number 2. Loss of appetite or vomiting. Just 24 to 48 hours prior to giving birth, many dogs will stop eating altogether. If the dog does eat, everything consumed will likely be thrown back up. As the pups move into a birthing position inside of your dog, it'll put pressure on different internal organs, causing your dog to have a large bowel movement within the 24 hours preceding labor. Number 3. Lethargy and constant tiredness. Let's face it, carrying around a litter of pups in your belly is probably extremely exhausting work. Because of this, it's common for pregnant dogs to spend a lot of time resting and laying around, particularly as the date of delivery gets close. But if you notice that your dog is suddenly very noticeably more tired than the previous day, it could be an indication that she's about to begin birthing. Number 4. Excessive panting. Dogs will pant from physical exertion or aid in temperature regulation, but it's not common for dogs to pant excessively while they're resting and the ambient temperature isn't high. For a pregnant pooch that's pretty far along, this could be a sign that labor has already started. When actively in labor, dogs will often repeat a cycle of rapid panting followed by a short pause. Number 5. Restlessness and anxiety. We often tend to attribute human emotions to the facial expressions and body language that our dogs exhibit. While this isn't accurate, if your dog seems to appear anxious and worried towards the end of pregnancy, you might not be imagining things. Your dog could be anxious about the oncoming labor, and these visual cues can mean that the moment of birth is near. Number 6. Milk production. First, you'll notice that your dog's breasts and nipples become swollen. Then, you might notice a few drops of leakage. This is a sign that labor is probably going to happen soon, though it's not an accurate indicator of how long that could take. Number 7. Nesting behavior. Nesting behavior is when your pregnant dog begins to build a secure home or nest where it can safely give birth. Dogs won't always nest before labor, especially if they've been given a safe space. If you notice that your dog is attempting to build a nest, it's probably because your dog senses that labor is going to begin soon. Number 8. Shivering. While your dog's temperature will drop for about 48 hours before giving birth, its temperature will rise sharply right as labor begins. When this happens, your dog will likely feel cold, which could induce shivering. Once your dog is shivering, you can be pretty certain that labor is in the starting stages. Number 9. Contractions. When this happens, put your hands on both sides of your dog's belly and feel for the muscles to tense up hard before relaxing. This is the contraction occurring, which indicates that labor has begun. Number 10. Your dog starts pushing. Your dog will naturally know to push, and when you see the pushing begin, it means that your dog is trying to get the puppies out. Of course, it looks very similar to your dog taking a poop, so it might not be clear what's going on at first. Number 11. Emerging Amniotic Sac. In case you've missed every sign up to this point, the amniotic sac emerging from your dog's backside will make it clear what's occurring. You will see this large, fluid-filled sac protruding from your dog as the offspring works its way out through the birth canal. Repeat arrivals. Dogs give birth to litters, not individual puppies. However, there's no way to estimate how many puppies your dog is giving birth to. So, while your dog is giving birth, you need to watch for each additional puppy. With each one, the entire delivery process will repeat again, indicated by the resumption of panting and pushing behavior. Between births, your dog could rest for a few minutes up to an hour, so give it some space and be patient. Thanks for watching.